Good morning, children. Today we'll be seeing networking devices from the course Computer Networks, and the subject code is 19IT5202. So let's see what is networking device. First of all, we should know what is network. So network is actually interconnection of many devices, and we surf net using the internet, and all the devices like your mobile phones or your computer, laptops, palm tops, everything is connected, and these are called as networking devices, which is actually connected for us to actually surf the net, and whatever we surf, it is actually done using the network devices only. Okay, and we, along with these devices, we actually use some other original networking devices which actually helps us to surf the net. Okay, so we those network devices only is called as networking devices. So why do we go for networking devices? Actually, many devices are many devices are connected, and we need many devices are connected, and we need networking devices for that. And to extend distance, I mean the network, if you want to extend, then we need networking devices to be used, and to control the localized traffic, and then to merge many networks, we need network devices. And if you want to actually find out the exact network problem, we have to use network devices. We even use connectors to actually connect all these devices. So when you want to connect two computers, you need connectors, and there are many connectors available. So the first one is twisted pair, coaxial cables, and now we use fiber optic cables, and many connectors like jacks, plugs, and sockets and ports are also used. So let's see what are the various network devices that used in OSI layer. In the physical layer, repeaters and hubs are used, and then in data link layer, switches and hubs are used. Switches and bridges are used, and in the network layer, router is used, and all other four layers like application layer, presentation layer, session layer, and transport layer, gateway is used. So let us see one by one about the network devices. So let's see what is a repeater. The job of the repeater is actually to generate the or amplify the signal which is with the noise. So you can see this device in physical layer, it actually generates or retransmits the weak signal into a very good signal. So you can see the signal here which is not proper, and after using repeater you can see the generated signals. Here repeater has two ports in it, and actually the job of the repeater is to strengthen the signals. Next we'll see what is hub. So when you talk about hub, it is also a physical layer device, and many ports will be available, and it is used to connect many multiple devices, and it actually broadcasts the signals. That's what the job of the hub. So if it receives any data from the B, it actually broadcasts to all the A, D and C. So here half duplex mode of transmission is happening. So it is the job of the hub is to broadcast the signal. So there are two types of hub. One is passive hub, the other one is active hub. Passive hub, it actually broadcasts the received signal to all other ports. Okay, and the active hub, it actually regenerates. So the passive hub is broadcasting, and the active hub is actually regenerating. Okay, so an active hub acts as a multi-port repeater also. Let's know what is a switch. A switch is nothing but it is used in data link layer, and it also connects multiple devices using a single LAN, and it actually examines which area it should send the message. So using the MAC address, it will check whether the received address, it will check the address of the received message. For example, if D is sending switch, it checks for the MAC address and then sends the message to that particular device alone, not to all. Okay, so here a full duplex mode of transmission is happening. So switch job is actually to retransmit the signal whichever it is receiving. So bridge, you can see a bridge here, it actually connects. So You can see a bridge here. It actually connects two different LAN. So you can see many computers are connected to this LAN 1, and consider this as LAN 2, and in between you have a device called bridge, which actually connects the two LAN or many LANs. Okay. So you can see it is used in data link layer, and it is used to connect the two LANs or many LANs, and using this you can connect large networks, and it also regenerates the weak signal. So you can see a LAN 1 here and LAN 2 here. So every bridge, actually this is a bridge, every bridge actually maintains a address table. So where you will have the address of the computer connected or the system connected, and it actually have another in the table it have another column called port number. So for this particular first address, the port number to be used is 1, and for the next one is it is 1, and for third one it is 2, and for fourth one it is 2. So you can see here, if this system wants to communicate with this, it has to send message through port 1, and it has to send the bridge will actually use the port 2 to send it, because the system is in this side. Okay. So this is how the bridge actually works. Coming to the router, it is a network device. So you can see it is a network device, and it is used to connect many LANs and WANs together, and it uses actually IP address. In the bridge it will be using MAC address. Here it will use IP address, and the job of the router is actually just to forward the data packets. Here when you talk about router, here the data will be treated as a packet only. So the next one is gateway. So gateway is used in the all other 4 layers in upper layer. It actually converts it is actually treated as a protocol converter. It connects many dissimilar networks. So till now whatever we were seeing, all the devices will be maximum using the same network, but gateway is used to actually communicate or help to communicate between the dissimilar, which is not similar networks. Okay. So there is a need for different protocol. That is why it is called as protocol converters. One network will be using one protocols, and the other network, for example in a world, so this part of area will be having one protocol, and this part will be having another protocol. So a gateway will be in between, which will be helping to communicate between these networks. So there will be different protocols used, and it is acting as a protocol converter. Thank you.